Good, happy Tuesday evening. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this Tuesday evening edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. We have a lot of news to get to this Tuesday evening, so let's get started right now. First up, we begin with breaking news. Standoff underway in Tufton Borough. Officers respond after man shot at sheriff's deputy, sources say. Sheriff's deputy not hurt, sources tell WMUR. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Whoa, sorry, you probably didn't catch all that. Glad you can see Fidium is fast. How fast? 2 gig download and upload fast.
Well, this is still very much an active and ongoing situation here in Tufton Borough. This is all happening right on Route 171 and Canaan Road here behind me. This is the roadblock that police have set up. These cars you actually see here behind me are other residents that live on this road. Right now, they are not allowed to go back to their homes as police try to resolve this situation. Right now, sources tell us that just after 11 o'clock this morning, a Carroll County Sheriff's deputy attempted to stop a vehicle that left the Carroll County Superior Court. A man driving that vehicle fired at the deputy on Canaan Road. According to sources, that deputy was not injured. The man is now believed to be inside his home. The Carroll County Sheriff's Office, New Hampshire State Police, and several other law enforcement agencies are assisting at this scene. The State Police Air Ring was also brought in to monitor the scene from above as police try to resolve this situation. Again, an ongoing standoff happening here in Tufton Borough. Sources telling WMUR this all started after a Carroll County Sheriff's deputy pulled a vehicle over. The driver of that vehicle allegedly shot at that sheriff's deputy. He was not injured in that shooting. Right now, officers are still here on scene trying to bring all of this to a peaceful resolution. Of course, we'll remain here and bring you updates as this situation develops. For now, reporting live here in Tufton Borough, I'm Tim Callery, WMUR News 9.
Okay, there you go on that video and that report. Missing Maryland man safely located, police say. Silver alert no longer in effect. A missing Maryland man who was the subject of a New Hampshire State Police silver alert has been safely located, police said. The silver alert for David Harp, 75, is now canceled. Police did not specifically say where Harp was found. He had been spotted early Tuesday morning pumping gas in Bow, police said. He originally began a drive from Maryland to New Jersey on Monday morning, but got lost on the New Jersey Turnpike late Monday night, police said. He was recently diagnosed with the onset of congestive disorder, police said. Warner man missing since Sunday found safe, police say. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Whoa, sorry, you probably didn't catch all that. Well, as you can see, Fidium is fast.
Wearing the gray t-shirt and tan shorts he was last seen in, 59-year-old Patrick Hart walked out of the woods around 11, accompanied by searchers. He'd actually been found just after 10.
He was found by a New England canine search and rescue team. They're one of the volunteer groups that helps us out constantly. They actually found him. He was in great spirits, great condition.
Hart, who suffers from Alzheimer's, was last seen on his porch Sunday afternoon. When he wasn't found, that prompted New Hampshire State Police to issue a silver alert. In conjunction with that, a search had been started. The searchers helped out by the military and the Apple Watch Hart was wearing.
We actually had some cell phone forensics done by the Air Force Rescue Coordination Center, and he was actually found within the area that they gave us to search.
However, the watch battery died, so they were unable to get an exact location. Still, it was close enough. The terrain in the area is described as heavily wooded, with a lot of variations in elevation, a difficult area to search. And there was another concern.
The major concern for me was the rain last night and just the amount of time that he had been out. It's been warm, but with rain coming in, somebody can get hypothermic pretty quick.
But fortunately, that didn't happen. Hart was checked out in the ambulance with the lieutenant saying he thinks Hart will be fine.
The Warner Fire and Police Department said they also wanted to thank all the volunteers who helped bring the search for Mr. Hart to a successful conclusion. In Warner, Ray Brewer, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Police give more details about shooting outside mall in Salem. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Hi, it's Happy Car from the New Car family of dealerships. Follow me around New England. We have 28 locations with over 1,700 used vehicles available right now. Don't worry, I'll do the running around, no matter where your next vehicle is.
Salem police are now identifying the person hurt in a shooting outside the Rockingham Park Mall as a man from Lowell, Massachusetts. Officers responded to a mall parking lot about 6 last night for a report of shots fired in a parking lot. A short time later, the 19-year-old victim showed up at an urgent care with a gunshot wound to the hand. He was taken to the hospital. Police say it appears the shooting was not random and that there is no threat to the community. No arrests have been announced.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Committee looks at possibility of Cog Railway Hotel near summit of Mount Washington. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
If you're a contractor, Beltate's Building Supply wants to be your first choice for lumber and building products. Our contractor sales team can expedite orders for timely delivery right to your job site with our huge 50-vehicle delivery fleet.
Visit us at beltates.com or any of our 9 locations.
Yeah, Jamie, the Cog Railroad wants to build Lizzie's Station. It would be an overnight stay location just south of the summit on property owned by the railway. The proposal is currently going through the development stages now. It needs to get signs off from a number of different agencies and organizations first. But it is being considered as part of the conversations in the Mount Washington Advisory Committee's master plan, planning the next 10 years for the summit of the mountain, which is becoming a bigger and bigger draw and more crowded each year.
It's a global destination. I think there was a week in June where 30 different countries were represented at the top of the mountain. So we need to plan for that capacity. We need to make sure our water systems can support that. And we need to have discussions about the environmental impacts of increased capacity and what that means to the mountain.
So if the Cog Railway went ahead with the hotel plans as part of their agreement with the state, they would in turn give up the right they currently hold to expand their footprint further at the summit itself. In the studio, Steve Botari, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Construction equipment has derailed twice so far during Orange Line shutdown, MBTA says. Let's take a listen to that video from WCVB Boston.
Erica and Ben, a couple of issues, but no injuries, no damage, and no delays to the construction schedule. Today at Wellington Station at Medford, construction is continuing, as it has all along the Orange Line since the shutdown started Friday night. Last night, on the tracks just past the station, the T says the rear wheels of a stationary piece of construction equipment slipped off the rails. There was also a construction equipment derailment this morning near Ruggles Crossover, just south of Mass Ave Station. On the alternatives to the Orange Line, the shuttles and the commuter rail, things are running relatively smoothly, but slower than the rapid transit riders want.
I'm going to go into North Station, and then I'll walk from there.
Boston Mayor Michelle Wu says the next big test will be when school starts in September.
There have been many specific targeted resources and programming and steps, and we're working on some shuttling specific to BPS in addition.
BPS has secured 5,000 Charlie cards with 7-day free passes for students and families to practice the new routes before school starts. BPS says students will not be penalized for tardiness. Breakfast will be provided after the bell. And finally, BPS will provide support staff to guide students along the Orange Line shuttle route. Today, Senator Ed Markey called for a partnership between the T and state and federal government.
Objective of ensuring that history does not repeat itself again. If it does, then I think we have to visit that question of receivership.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Pfizer seeks FDA authorization for new COVID booster. Let's take a listen to that video from ABC News.
She was supposed to be the one.
I used to believe in the one. And then I realized there's plenty of savings in the sea. Amazon has daily deals that shake your soul.
What?
I'll go check on those tater tots.
Now to those updated COVID-19 booster shots. Pfizer has officially asked the FDA to authorize its new COVID vaccine designed to target the original variant and the latest Omicron subvariants. Eva Pilgrim joins us now with more. Good morning, Eva.
Good morning, Robin. Yeah, Pfizer putting in the official ask to the FDA for these new boosters. These shots contain both the original vaccine and a vaccine that's been adapted for these latest Omicron variants. These shots would be for people 12 and older, and Moderna is expected to ask for a similar authorization as well soon. So what happens next? Well, the FDA authorization is expected early next month. Then the CDC would need to make its recommendation. If all goes as planned, we could see these new shots in arms very soon. Pfizer telling ABC News they will have millions of doses ready as soon as it's authorized, saying they've already scaled up production and they're ready to deliver these doses for September's. States are already able to put in their pre-orders, Robin.
And also big news, Dr. Anthony Fauci yesterday announcing that he is stepping down from both of his positions.
That's right. He said he's going to step down in December, ready for the next chapter of his life. He is 81 years old, Robin, but he says he's not retiring.
Not retiring. All right, Eva. Thanks so much. Well, hey there, GMA fans.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. That does it for this evening edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. Thank you for tuning in and watching. Good night and goodbye.